Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who got fan mail from a ventilation unit, Craig Charles.
Now, don't tell anyone I told you this, but a few years ago at a nuclear power station near here, a broken down old microwave and toaster were thrown out to rust. Now, no one thought anything about them until they were exposed to some radioactive waste and mutated into the most hideous appliances ever. Now, together they lived happily and made some beautiful toast. But then the toaster fell in love with a tease maid called Delilah, and then the fighting started. That's how Robotwars was born. 3 years later, and the descendants are about to go to battle again. But this time it's not over a tease maid, it's over a place in our series semi-finals. Phillipa, who are our contenders?
Here's the heat, here's the robots. This one I got in the sweep. Crew always do a sweep, and this is my robot. And you haven't even built it yet. So quickly, get a move on. Million Bug, do you remember this glamorous... Oh, hello. Do you remember this glamorous robot from last year? She now has no hair, although I've promised that they've got wigs, and her own range of jewellery, so I can shop while Robotwars is on, which is fantastic. Ultor, father and son team, who apparently have not bonded at all. In fact, quite the reverse during the building of this robot. It's great to see Robotwars bringing families together. Bumblebot, the key thing here... Well, one of the key things, so you've done a lot of work on this robot, is layers and layers and layers. So hopefully no axe can get through. And then this is the Grim Reaper, with kind of battering rams at the front, which are air-driven, and a skeleton across the top, just in case you think you might not recognise. Our tortoise here is Shell Shock, with the special feature, arms and legs. Yep. Just decoration, no weapons. Yeah. Okay. But we like that. We like that. Ah, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Joe. How's Big Brother coming on?
All right.
Yes? And you've even found time to play chess?
Yes.
Yes. Are you winning?
No, it's not me who's playing, it's Daddy.
Oh, really? Really? But the robot's all ready to go, yeah?
Yeah.
With this swinging weapon?
Yeah.
OK. You be careful, you could have your eye out with that. And then, when a robot costs £3,000, you have to wear a DJ to even come close to it, let alone play with it. Absolutely. And the smell of polish makes you feel sick around here. They've got nothing better to do but polish Sir Chromalot.
It's a class act.
Well, we shall wait and see, Phillipa. Sir Chromalot first up, booted and suited to kick out Shell Shock. Big Brother with Little Joe. Will it be checkmate for Grim Reaper, a spooky-looking robot? Bumblebot in the insect war against Million Bug. And then it's Flippe against Ultor. A family at war or heading for family fortunes?
Right then, let's get stuck in. Let the wars begin.
From Essex, Sir Chromalot.
And what a lot to boast about. An extending sledgehammer with cobalt cone cutter, a raising body shell made from a truck alloy wheel hub. And what a bill at the end of it all. £3,000 to put together. What style, though? What panache? High rollers. Look how they arrived today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Sir Chromalot. Hello there, I'm Steve. This is Dave. This is Sir Chromalot. It's a stainless steel cone at the front with a cobalt tip in front of it, which is absolutely devastating. This thing will travel at 10 miles an hour and all the force goes to this tip. We can lift up a total of 6 inches, so if we pierce someone, we're also able to lift them up. It spins around on its own axis. It's a motor direct drive to each wheel and it's 18 volts.
We've watched the last 2 wars. This is a winner. We will make mincemeat of all the other robots.
From Colchester, Shell Shock.
The shock comes from an electrically powered axe. The shell is 2mm thick sheet steel. 2 12-volt golf cart motors provide the power, and they shelled out only £170 to build this.
This is Team Shell Shock. Here's our creation. I'm Oliver, that's Paul, that's Richard. Our main weapon is the axe. Lethal steel killing machine. This is the cone community snail, constant companion of the Shell Shock, who is obviously based on a tortoise.
Roboteers, stand by.
Here we go then. Sir Chromalot, with Captain Steve Merrick in the centre, Steve Smith and Dave Whitehead. And Shell Shock
3
with Oliver Young
2
and his pupils Paul Logan and Richard Wilson.
Activate.
The tortoise or the hair-raising experience offered up by that Sir Chromalot spike. Shell shock, the snail on top, slowly, slowly, the axe crunches down, in comes the spike from Sir Chromalot, immediately penetrating the shell. Oh, look at that. Already a puncture mark. The axe flails away for shell shock, and actually now seems permanently down. I think they've lost the hacking ability of that electric motor-driven axe, shell shock. Steve Merrick, the 42-year-old captain of Sir Chromalot, steering operations and steering shell shock into the CPZ, the quarter patrol zone, and that means Matilda, the house robot, can come in, and already getting in on the action there. Rolling shell shock away, the tusk just getting hold of the body of shell shock. Oliver Young there, the captain, who wants to write a comic book, hardly finding this funny. And shell shock now pushed towards Killalot and turned up by the posh boys of Sir Chromalot and Sir Killalot. The knights combined together. How lovely, how posh. In comes Sir Chromalot again, Knights of the Round Table, all honour and class. Are you sure? Bit of skullduggery going on here, chaps. Poor old shell shock. Trying to get away again. Is Oliver Young and the boys. You just get the sense if Sir Chromalot can edge shell shock towards that pit, it could all be over. Oh, goodness me, can shell shock do the reverse though and just nudge Chromalot in there? And what's happened to Chromalot here? I think they're on fire. The boys used to kedgeree and smoked kippers are smoking themselves, but there's still movement. They're not immobilised, and Matilda shouldn't be doing that, and they know it. The house robots can't come in there. There's still life in Sir Chromalot. Oh, gad! The house robots! Goodness me! The high rollers are rolled out! But should the house robots have got involved there?
Cease.
Well, they're laughing in all their pain, but I think there was life in Sir Chromalot, and Killalot came in with Matilda and finally finished it off, but that's not right. This is the Matilda camera. Ooh, I'm not too sure they should have done that. We'll wait and see what happens here.
Well, controversy is never very far away on Robot Wars. And although Sir Chromalot is smouldering in the pit and appeared to be immobilised, the judges think they saw some movement, and so he was unfairly pitted. They'll have to make a decision. But before they make the decision, let's look at that amazing fight.
Well, immediately Chromalot on the attack and spiking shell shock. The sparks flying too. Always under pressure here. The tortoise-like shell shock. Sir Chromalot flipping up into the air. Oh, a crunching slam to the arena floor. But it was Sir Chromalot pitted, not by shell shock, but by the house robots. Sir Chromalot had the final push. In went Sir Chromalot. I don't think they should have done that. It goes to the judges, Craig, and they have their decision, look.
Well, the decision is in, and I don't agree with it, but I'm not a judge. Shell shock will be shell shocked because they've gone for Sir Chromalot.
So, what do you think went wrong? Or was it just the mean judges?
Mean judges.
It was just the mean judges. You feel really guilty.
Well, we're not very popular anyway, so no, not really.
Are they popular? You're popular.
There you are, you say.
Right, go back to your tables.
Ooh, boo, hiss. But it's Sir Chromalot who goes through controversially. And next up, Big Brother against Grim Reaper.
From Brighton, Big Brother
Is watching you from behind mild steel armour, the weaponry, a steel whip with chain and wrecking ball known as a Morning Star. Wakey, wakey!
Here is Izzy and Watts, and that's Wayland. And it's called Big Brother. These are the deadly spikes. And they'll spike the other robots.
from Wagner Regis, Grim Reaper.
Named to spell doom and gloom, an air ram at the front and spike at the back of the weapons. The shell is steel plate in a wire case. Will the Smith family reap the dividend?
I'm Simon, this is my son Luke, my brother Gary. We're the Team Grim Reaper. It's a 20-mile-an-hour robot. It's driven with 2-car starter motors, solid rubber tyres, 250 psi ramming spike. It's mainly built on for head-on speed. And at the back we've got a lifting device, also works as a ramming spike, and it's really do some damage and send people to their grave.